Hi real life kids, my name's Kay and I'm going to tell you about the parable of the hidden treasure and pearl. Jesus told little stories with big ideas and he wants us to hear them all. This week's story is about two people who found something very precious and sold everything they had so they could own it. Have you ever found some money somewhere that wasn't in your house? How much did you find? In the first parable, the man was walking in a field and stumbled upon some treasure. Imagine that! He didn't take it with him whilst no one was looking. He didn't steal it. Instead, he decided to hide it again so that only he could find it. He hid it again because he wanted it for himself. He then made a plan on how he could have that treasure for himself. He decided to sell everything he owned. Perhaps he sold his home, his furniture, his clothes, his cart, his animals, and tools. With that money, he then went and bought the field, and the treasure belonged to him. He knew the treasure was more valuable than all the things he already owned. How many people walked past that field and never knew the treasure was there? Surely the owner of the land didn't know it was there either, or he wouldn't have sold it. Just imagine the scene at the end of the first parable. A man has nothing, no house, no car, no clothes, no food, but he's sitting in the middle of his new field on top of buried treasure. The second story is about a merchant. A merchant is someone who buys things in order to sell them for more money. This is his job. He would go to markets to look for valuable things, to buy them for cheap and sell them for more money than he had originally bought them for. The merchant was looking for the best pearls he could find, and one day he found a very expensive and precious pearl. He had to go and sell all that he had in order to buy this pearl. Imagine the scene at the end of the parable. A merchant has nothing to sell, but he has one of the finest pearls in the world. Imagine how excited you would feel if you found some real treasure. You would do everything you could to get it. When we think something is really special and really precious, we will go out of our way to make sure we can keep it. We will even give up other things for it. God's kingdom is worth giving up everything else for. In the Bible, it tells us to give up our lives and follow Jesus. Will you give up everything to follow Jesus? Perhaps you have already done this and given your life to him. If you haven't yet and you would like to, talk it through with your grown-up or someone you know who follows Jesus. The big idea in this little story is that they teach us that we should treasure the things of God more than anything else in the world. God is worth more than anything in the universe. He should be more important to us than anything. What do you value more than God? Ask God today to change your heart so you value him more than anything else. That's the end of this story. Remember to wash your hands and stay close to Jesus. Bye.